Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in one of the dumbest Tier 8s in Blitz, the T-77. This is a vehicle that is 100% overpowered, and I know there's always people that make fun of me calling tanks OP, but this tank isn't even a joke. It's just dumb. I don't understand how Wargaming made this thing so incredibly just broken in every category. The T-77's main selling point is the gun. It features a double shot 380 alpha armament, so it does 760 damage. Its injure clip is only 2.5 seconds, so that means in 2.5 seconds it deals the 760 damage. The crazy part about the T-77 is that it has good armor. The turret is upwards of 250 to 80 millimeters thick, and it has good hull armor. The lower plate is incredibly troll. Even if you have Hesh tanks, you can't even reliably pen the lower plate. It's basically a T-57 heavy, but with a decent turret. It has 10 degrees of gun depression, and if that all wasn't enough, it even reverses at around 20 kilometers per hour. So the tank has mobility. It has decent DPM, it's got incredibly high damage output, it has no downsides. And when you give a vehicle no downsides paired with a gun that is able to strip half of any tier 8 health pool away, it's just an incredibly agitating vehicle to go up against. And you're going to see that in today's gameplay here. We're going to play 4 games in the T-77, and you're going to see just how incredibly stupid it is. As always, if you enjoy content like this and you want to see more videos in the future, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. Alright, well, let's see. We got a T-29 in the back, and that T-29 is showing me their lower plate. Dang, that shell should have penned, but we have a second shot, and that one does end up penetrating for 350 damage. We'll just have a swig of soda while we wait. There you go. See, a lot of people are always like, oh, just push the tank when it's on reload, but, like, you can't push me when I have teammates all around me. And now that the T-29 is in the open, go for the track wheel once, 378. Go for the track wheel twice, 359. And there is the T-29. I don't know what our Yak Panther's doing, though. Either way, 10 more seconds, we got our shells back. Think about it, an ISU-152 does 640 damage. This tank does 760, and has all the advantages over the ISU. The only disadvantage is DPM. Here we go, we got an M7 over here. Yeah, there's a 433, and a 374, that's over 800 hit points we took off that vehicle. We back into cover. We're up to almost 2,000 damage again. Haven't bled a single hit point. I think what we're going to do now is head over to the other flank of the map and help out my Goika. Mainly because of the fact those tanks don't have any health left, and I'd rather focus on where the hit points are at. It's not like our team's going to lose this anyway. So let's see if we can help out with the Semovente Contra Caro 56 and the AMX Alt Proto. I might just go up the bridge. I think that would be a pretty easy play to make. You can see here the mobility actually being pretty normal on this tank. It's not slow at all, which is the funny part. So here we are, climbing up the bridge. Oh, we got the LTG and the G-Sor. Okay. Well, let's just aim it on the G-Sor really quickly. I actually can't high explosive pen him, but we can... Never mind, I was going to say kill that guy with the high explosive, but we don't even need to. There you go, nice 420 into the G-Sor. There's only 3 tanks left on the enemy team. SMV, G-Sor, and the Alt Proto. We already know that the Alt Proto is a one-shot. We already see the G-Sor as a one-shot. So there's only one tank left that I really care about at this point, and that is the Semovente. So we got a couple more seconds of reloading. 3, 2, 1. Not really sure why this G-Sor is sitting in the open, but I'm literally going to ignore him to shoot the SMV. Here we go. There's a 370. Let's let this guy ram me. Get another 50 damage from the ram. I'm not really sure what this guy's doing, but he's not doing much to me. Either way, we're up to 3,500 damage at this point. It's been a pretty free game, and we got 5 more seconds, and we'll be able to drive up the bridge and take out the Alt Proto. The question is, are they still right here? And they are. Hooah! I can't believe that actually hit. I mean, obviously they were going to die anyway, but that was a crazy lucky shot. Alright, so let's take a look at the post-game results for our first battle. We probably did around 3,600-ish damage. And indeed we did, 3,666 damage. That places us easily top in the team, and we didn't even like have to worry about anything. We earned 130,000 credits. The crazy part as well is that Wargaming consistently sells this tank for an incredibly low price tag. I think the last time it was for sale, it was like 7,500 or 8,000 gold. That's pretty dang cheap for what you are getting. As I mentioned, this tank doesn't really have any weaknesses. And when you give a tank so many strengths without really any downsides, you start to understand the problem behind it, right? I mean, let me show you guys the armor profile of this vehicle while we are waiting to load into game here, so you can see just how incredibly dumb it is. So here we are, T-77. So you would think a vehicle with that dangerous of a gun would have a bad armor profile, but as we can see, this is 230 mils a pen. It's not bad. The upper half of the turret is upwards of 270. Even loading gold, you have these incredibly troll spots all around the turret that just get bounces, 270, 500. The upper plate's over 250. So when you're using gun depression on this thing, this is what it looks like. And you might think to yourself, oh, that's an easy pen. But then it angles the turret one way or the other way, like this and this, and then it becomes incredibly hard to cut through. So there are a lot of areas where the T-77 is just such a hard tank to reliably pen. And when you're taking time to aim it on this vehicle, and all it has to do in return is tap you twice in 2.5 seconds, you can understand the problems that really occur. Now, I'm not complaining because I like driving the vehicle, but man, I hate going up against this thing, especially when I'm in a lower tier tank. You know, good luck driving a tier 7 and going up against a T-77, losing 2/3 of your health in 2.5 seconds, and then you can't even pen the thing in return. Either way, let's move up here. And there's the enemy IS, aiming, and boom, there's 360 damage, and boom, 418. That was a full health tank. Now it has 622 hit points. One more clip and that IS is dead. As I told you, you take 2/3 of a tier 7 hit point pull away, even if it's a heavy tank. So we gotta wait 6 more seconds. We'll have 2 shells. 3, 2, 1. Is that Yo still poking? There you go. There's 1 shell into the Yo, and not able to get the second one out, but that's fine. We just reload the clip. It's not like our single shot damage is bad. It's almost the same as an IS series vehicle. Okay, well, we got the IS-3, and that's what I'm going to push, so let's turn, and then we can use our speed boost to try and push up here as quickly as possible. Alright, there's the enemy IS-3. There's a 396 tap, and a 415. So even though that vehicle shot me, doesn't matter. I still win the trade by double. Then we just back in the cover again. We're already up to 2,000 damage. Let's see if this IS wants to poke me. The funny part is, with 716 health, that player's already dead. They just don't know it yet. We just wait a little bit longer. 3, 2, 1, and there you go. Oh, we actually didn't pen them with the first shot, but that's why we have another one. Track the IS-3, and we'll let the AMX get the clear. Alright, 13 seconds to go. We have the enemy O over here. Tankenstein. I mean, at this point, the enemy team's already dead. We just gotta wait a little bit longer for our shell on the enemy Yo. 3, 2, 1, and bonk. Let's reload the clip immediately and start pushing towards the enemy. So, we already see the AT. I know the E25 is fairly low, if I'm not mistaken, so that leaves us with just the Pershing that I haven't seen yet. So, I would assume the Pershing somewhere in the back, maybe where the AT is. Ooh, we can actually... Oh, the Pershing's really low. Dang. Alright, well, I can actually hit the AT from right here. And we track him with the first shell, but that's fine. We got another one. There you go. Nice 403. Oh, the E25's full health. Sweet. Come over here, E25. I want to shoot you. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh, ram me. Full speed. Yes. Oh, what? 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 You guys saw that, right? That E25 just rammed me full speed, and I only took 82 hit points off of him? What? This game is bugged, bro. That was bugged. We still did over 3,000 damage with that 82 hit point ram, but what? I don't understand the physics in Blitz sometimes. I really don't. Either way, second battle, 3,060 damage, and once again, an incredibly easy victory. You don't struggle to do well in this tank. And even when you're up against tier 9s, what are going to be the scariest tier 9s you're fighting? I don't know, maybe, I guess for me, the scariest tier 9s would be the 7.52, the Era Concept 1, and even those tanks, like the 7.52, for example, only does a little bit more damage. The 7.52 does 420 alpha, so that's an 840 damage clip. This tank has a 760 damage clip. So it's only like an 80 damage difference between the two vehicles. And, not to mention, the 7.52's clip is a 4-second intro clip, and the T-77 is 2.5. So you can actually win the trade against a 7.52 as long as you get your shells out before the 7.52 can. Fair and balanced. Alright, here we go. We are on Middleburg, which is a pretty useless map for a heavy tank. I knew our team was going to go down. We have to use speed boost and try and cross this as quickly as possible. You can see, though, the T-77 is not slow. I mean, sure, it's not AMX 5120 levels of speed, but the fact that we're even chilling at 35 without even slowing down at all is pretty impressive. So we see the 752 detected. I'm going to go fully wide and try and get to this hull down spot, because this is the best portion of the map to chill at. And then once we get here, we should be totally fine. So let's see, is anybody going to roll around the corner? So far, no. Alright, well, let me move over here. Let's aim it on the 752. And, oh, we actually got the Tiger. There's a 413, and there's another 346. That's 759 damage dealt without any downsides on my part. Alright, well, we reload again. 8 seconds to go. I'm tempted to roll all the way to the side of these players, but I'm a little worried that if I do, I'm going to be rushed. But we're going to try it. Is the Jagdpanther over here? No. Okay. Alright, let's just push the T-54 lightweight. There you go. That player's dead. You got the Jagdpanther. And, well, that's 1,500 damage dealt. Now we just back up and reload again. 13 seconds to go. Alright, let's move up. Got the 752 in front. Just gonna push the 752, aiming on his lower plate. There's 400 damage into the 752. Oh, you're dead. There's a nice 335 into the VK. We are already up to a pretty solid 2,300 damage. Even if we don't break 3K this game. I mean, again, we just crap on everything in front of us. 5 seconds to go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Mr. Jagdpanther. Bye-bye. Hello, Tiger 2. Oh, I guess I can't pen him with gold? Am I running Cali or Vents on this thing? I might actually be running Vents on this tank. If I am, it's not on purpose, but I should be able to pen the Tiger 2 frontally. The fact that I didn't leads me to believe that I am potentially running Vents. Let's take a look at the Tiger 2's armor profile really quickly here. Okay, no, I'm definitely running Vents. I am 100% running Vents. That makes a lot more sense. We still penned both of our shots on the Tiger, and we still did just shy of 3,000 damage, but the fact that we could barely pen the Tiger is a good indicator that we were running Vents there. I just didn't go up against any tanks that I needed gold against until now. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at what my loadout is in a second here. If I'm not running Vents and it's that bad on the pen, I'm going to be really surprised. Either way, 2,966 damage, and once again, top on the team. And look at that. Indeed, we are running Vents on this tank. Shows you just how much of a pen difference it makes between running Vents and running calibrated shells. If we make our way back over to, you know, Tankopedia, go to Tier 8, Heavies. Where's the Tiger 2? VK100 Tiger 2. Let me show you the difference between Vents and Cali, right? So here's the Tiger 2. We make the shooter. Tier 8, Heavy, America, T-77. So this is what we saw with our T-77 against the Tiger, right? Couldn't pen it, really, with gold. Especially if the Tiger's running enhanced armor. This is what we saw. This is what it looks like with Cali. It's such a big difference. It's not even close. And it's why when you see these players that are like, oh, I run Vents, I run Rammer. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? I actually bounced that shot because I was running Vents and didn't realize. I lost a lot of DPM because of that. Either way, let's move up and see what we can do in this final battle in the T-77. So far, we haven't really had to worry about anything, and I doubt we'll have to worry about anything in this game either. Let's see. We got the M6 experimental detected already. I'm going to move all the way over here. Oh, we're spotted. Interesting. Very interessante. Alright, let's side scrape here a bit. We have the T-34, which I'm going to go for the track wheel on, but even though we don't hit it... Oh, what was that shot? That was a pretty impressive bad shell there. Doesn't make too much of a matter, though. We just sit here and wait. We already did 370 without bleeding anything. 10 seconds to go. I really want to shoot out that T-28 Defender, and if that T-28 Defender stays there for just a little bit longer... 3, 2, 1, go for that track wheel. Oh, well, we didn't track him with the first shot. It's a bit of a bummer. I guess we'll reload the clip again. I mean, we're doing fine. The enemy T-34-100's already dead, and now we can start pushing up ourselves. Tempted to push the enemy IS-2. I'm not really worried about these guys penning me. Alright, come on, reload. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's 1 pen into the IS-2, and 2 pens. There you go. That full health tier 8 is now cooked, or tier 7 is now cooked. Alright, 13 seconds to go. Say 59 clears that player out of the game. We gotta wait 8 more seconds for my shells. I see the enemy ISU-152 over here. I'm gonna ignore all of that. I'm gonna push the ISU. Watch this. The ISU is 820 health. If we just get a slight high roll here, there's 415. One more high roll, and there you go. That tank had like 80% of its health, and we just killed it. What's the point of driving a tank destroyer that sacrifices armor and everything, hit points, so that it can have that alpha damage, and then we just sit there and crap on it anyway? Look, we got a, you know what? I might even ignore the enemy T-28. Oh, okay, now we'll shoot you. There you go. Nice, 387. I was going to say, though, I might just ignore him and shoot the SU-130, because we can HE pen him. Alright, well, the Type 59 is going to bleed that guy out, so I might as well ignore him and try and deal with the M6 over here. We got to wait just 6 more seconds for our shells, and again, this thing reverses so fast that you don't even have to worry most of the time. So here's the M6. That player is now on reload. There's 1 shell into the M6 track wheel, 2 shells into the side of the M6, put on speed boost, and start backing up. Let's see, we got the entire enemy team over here, and I don't necessarily love that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ignore the M6. I'm going to push the SU-130. We're going to ram this player. That's the goal here, because if we ram them, should be able to kill them with the ram, just like that. Then we can turn around, we can shoot the M6 once in the track wheel, we can then shoot them twice in the turret, and then we can leave and hopefully get out before we die. That's the goal. But we will see. There's a 50-50 chance I get around the corner. We did not. Unfortunately, the M6 was able to get us before we could get in the cover. To be fair, though, once again, we had a pretty solid game here. The ISU clears the enemy a mill. This is a potentially winnable game. Even though this player is not very good, it is potentially winnable if this ISU somehow manages to carry it. But I don't know what this ISU is doing. What he needs to do is sit here and wait. But we'll find out. Oh, never mind. This guy clearly did not know how to play the game. But that seemed to be the case for our whole team, because I feel like I was the only one actually doing anything in this battle. Let's take a look at the post-game results here. 4,195 damage, and yeah, I did more than basically every single player on our team added up. It's pretty tragic, but sometimes you get bad teams. What didn't do bad was the T-77. 4 games and some of the easiest damage I've dealt ever. 3,600, 3,060, 3,000, and then a 4,000 damage game. This is a tier 8, dude. It's a tier 8, and I'm averaging 3,090 damage. It's stupid. It is easily one of the more overpowered tier 8s in the game, and if you don't have your hands on this vehicle, it's definitely a tank to look out for. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and look out for that subscribe button down below. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.